you have one job. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Monday night training. And we want to especially welcome all of our guests on here. Steph Wood's team is on here. Christy Van Dam's team is on here. I see Miss Terry Bryant on here. Starla Turner's on here. Who else's team's represented on here?
Danelle's
the Castanovas. Who?
Danelle's team.
Danelle's team. Who else? Who else didn't I call? I guess I got everybody.
Tammy's team.
I saw Castronovos.
Yeah, Tammy Dagenhart.
Tammy's on ours.
I know.
Lacey's team is on here. I don't count Tammy on an island by herself. She don't get to do that. So I am so excited about everything. I'm so excited. First of all, so excited about 30% off promo tomorrow. And we've already got questions about that. So I'm going to get that out of the way if that's okay real quick, Jan. Let me tell you how to calculate your 30%. In your calculator, you put the price, whatever it is, the regular price, not on subscribe and save. Put the full price, minus 10%, minus 10, minus 20%. That's how you calculate it to get the exact price, because they're going to take the 10% subscribe and save off first. Then they're going to take your $10 code off next for new people. Then they'll take the 20% off. If it's not someone new, then you just skip the $10. Just skip the 10 and just put minus 10%, minus 20%. You cannot put minus 30% and get the right amount. So they'll take the 10% off first, and then they'll take 20%. See, it's not quite 30%, but pretty dang close. So we're going to say 30%. So that's how you calculate that. It's on everything except individual bags of clear protein. And it's not on the retail packs. So other than that, if the retail, I see confusion. The retail packs are like the 10 packs of zinc, the 10 packs of whatever else is in there. There's like 10 packs of collagen, whatever those are. Not on those. There was something else. I lost my train of thought. If any bundle that contains clear protein, you can get the discount on that. This is for new people, and this is for everybody. It's for you. This is for you and you and you and you, all your customers, everybody. So we want to make sure we get the word out. I already sent out a project broadcast tonight, told them to be ready at midnight to get in. And that's exciting too. So it'd be, I think it's midnight Central Time. So us on the East Coast, 1 a.m. Those of you on Pacific Time, y'all got a chance to get started tonight, 10 o'clock. So hey, lucky you. But us will get started tomorrow all the way through the end of the month. So we have got 6 days to kill the end of this month. I'm going to tell you, 6 days with a 30% off promo is like having a whole month-long promo. You can do everything in 6 days that you hadn't done the first 24. I'm just telling you, okay? So get ready, get busy, get your fingers tapping tonight. Let everybody know, and because that can just absolutely propel you into next month. So I'm really excited because September 1st, the shift happens. And I love a couple of things about this. First, we're collaborating this with Robin Packard's entire team, which I love the cross-line collaboration. Basically, it's the whole company, because it's all of us, and then Robin's team, that's all of us. So I love that we are all coming together for this huge conglomeration. And I'm going to tell you, Robin's been letting me watch her make this book as she goes, and it is freaking beautiful. It is stunning. It has value. It is something that you could charge $100 for, that they're going to get.
Can you share a couple of pages? Can you do a screen
share
and share a couple?
Maybe I will. How about that? Hang on a second.
I just think when you guys see this, it's hard to explain. I think it's like the visual is absolutely, I think, beautiful.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Here it is. I hope this is it. No, hang on. Let me get my text. Hold on, there it is. Even the front page, it just makes you feel good. So there's 28 pages. She's still not done. So I'll just show you the first few pages. So it's going to have a welcome, and it is, it is it's not like branded, which I love. I love that she didn't brand it. So everybody can use it for their own teams. And I think it's got the X movement, but we moving. So we all the X movement, whether it's no specific team. So welcome to the shift. Small shifts today create big changes tomorrow. What is that the definition of? Biohacking, baby. So then we've got setting goals, which we know that's important. Then we've got the content. So I'll show you the content pages because the whole thing is so well executed, and I'm going to be proud to give this to my people. So I'll just go through it real quick. So we've got 10 different things, and every one of them has things that you can print out and you can write in. You can make sure you're doing your checklist, and here's your goals right here. Got all kinds of good information, content. And again, I know she's not done, but I love this. Yeah. I love like it's got the 30-day checklist. So, and then you can change this, like you can create one in ChatGPT for October if you want to keep going, and then one for November. So
yeah, it really, I agree, Terry. It really is professional and classy. And I just think it is so beautiful. And it's hard to explain this when people say, what does the workbook look like? So when you see this, it is a little bit easier to tell your people how powerful it is and what they're going to
definitely, it promotes our products, which I like too. So somebody that may not have these extra products and may have just got a bundle, they're going to find out what Shine is. They're going to find out what GLP-X is, what NAD is. So, and then habits, protein, your protein calculator. And then y'all know I love my 30 days in the Word. So it's going to have a Bible verse for all 30 days. Daily affirmations. Y'all know I'm all about that. And it's got your 30 days of affirmations, which I love that too. And then sleep. And it's just got so much reflections. And again, not quite done yet, but man, is that not amazing? So
yeah, and Kendra, you will need to print it off. It will be a digital format for you. So you'll get a copy of it by August 1st. We'll be sending out to everybody. I'm sorry, September 1st. We'll be sending out to everybody that paid. So you'll be getting that before September 1st.
Okay. I will put the project broadcast that I sent in boards, and everybody is going to get access to the Reset and Rise board. It's going to be in your leader's board. If your leader is not participating, let me know and I'll make sure that you get it. I'll let Jan know, either one of us. Okay. So Jan, do you want to go over before we even get to y'all drop questions in the chat, please. Get us all kinds of questions, anything. It don't matter what it is, ask us questions. But we've got some things we want to talk about, and then at the end we'll kind of talk about something that's just going to change the whole game a little bit. So yeah, go ahead, Jan.
Okay. All right. So first of all, so what we got going on with September shift, we have, so the question was, who do we pay? So Danelle, you're paying Danelle, and you can Venmo or PayPal her, and we will drop the boards. If you don't have in the boards registration form was in that webpage thing that we shared. So we'll make sure that we get that to everybody. And if you're not in Telegram, would you drop your name in the comments, and we'll make sure that you get into that Telegram. All the graphics and everything are in there too. Some people don't have boards. And so if we can make sure people get Telegram, that you get in that Telegram too, so you have access to the graphics. If you see other graphics, because we are coordinating with the other team, a couple of things. They're doing different prizes than we are with our team. So like they're doing a $500 cash giveaway. We're not doing that part. So just make sure whatever graphics that you're sharing, that you're sharing the ones that are for our team with your people, so that they aren't wondering why they're not getting a $500 cash giveaway. And then we'll be later in the week, we'll have those prizes posted, what prizes we're going to be sharing. So go ahead and, you can start sharing that. But if you see graphics that are great, that other people can use. If you would drop those in Telegram so everybody can use them, that would be great. If you create some on your own, that would be great to drop those in. But somebody also asked the question, what if somebody, does a $199 order in 2 separate orders or 3 separate orders? That counts, okay? We just did the 199 because obviously people are going for the shoes, right? And so that just seemed to make sense, but any volume. So if they do 2 orders, 3 orders, 4 orders, just the total has to be 199, okay? So we're leaving that to you to make sure that your customer, before they register, has that. We'll be doing a check, of course, before we do the prizes, just to make sure that we've got everybody covered that way. But just if you would check with your customers, make sure that they have 199 total in there. The other question that people asked were, what makes this different than the other Reset and Rise that we've done? Here's what makes it different, guys. We are doing this for 30 days. Your customers are getting 30 full days of content, and they're getting 30 full days of training and tips and biohacking and shifting, and we know some big shifts are coming. So it is setting you and your customers up for some amazing things that are coming in October that we're going to find out about September 4th. And so the more customers that you can get in there, guys, we have 3,000 people in there. 3,000, actually 3,100, whatever. So we have a lot of people in there that are watching. So let's get some more customers in there. But so that's one thing that makes it different. The other thing is they get that workbook. That workbook is worth it after you saw the workbook, right? Isn't that worth the $15 alone? And so those 2 things are huge. And the way that you can help out, a lot of you have done videos already and sent those in. I really appreciate that. That helps so much to have other faces on there other than just the same people all the time. And if, just if you guys could make sure that you're in there every single day, commenting and engaging, not just liking a post, but actually commenting. And if you hop in and do a little video and put it into the comments, that boosts it even more. And I can tell you, we're seeing things like the engagements or the highlights on our pages. We keep getting notices that our page is getting a lot of action and a lot of activity in there when we have these events. And so if you guys would make sure you do that, it helps the algorithms, helps your people see. If you're in there commenting, your customers are going to see that page and they'll see what's happening in there. So you want to be in there commenting. And Danelle is collecting all the money and making sure that the registrations are all online. So, guys, shout out to her for handling all of that for us and all the prizes and stuff. And, if you have questions, if you think you sent something through, I know we had a couple people that thought that theirs had gone through. I know we had some issues with internet at our place. And so we think it happened all over. And so we had a few that didn't actually go through. So we think we got those all checked. But if you could follow up with customers and your other partners and make sure that they all know that it's happening and to get their registration forms filled out, get the money paid, and then get on the page and get their customers invited into the page. Anything else? Anything else that I missed that you can think of?
The most important thing.
Form in.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead, Melissa. You're good.
Now, I was just going to say one of the most important things that she said is posting, commenting, doing all those things, because the people that you invited, when you engage, they start getting notifications for this group again. When the person that invited them to the group starts engaging in the group, that this starts showing up on their newsfeed if they're part of this group. So you want to be engaged. Tag people. Go in and see who your friends are. Check out the members. See who your friends are. Start tagging them and stuff. Tag them in that video that me and Jan and Lacey did about the information video. Tag them in the testimonies that we're doing, in the other videos that we're doing. Get them involved. All 3,000 people before the start of this should be tagged in something. So at least, do like, if you've added 100 people, we got 10 days. Go back and when we started, we had 10 days. So go back and tag 10 people on the first one, 10 people on the second one, 10 people on the third one, and just continually do that, because that's going to boost. It's going to boost the visuals for us when you comment and when we get some activity. So again, it'll put it on your customers' pages. And then plus when you're engaged and when you're posting, it's going to put that in their news feed. So that's probably the most important thing you can do other than add more people. And I want to talk about that real quick. do not dump people into this group. This is an exclusive group that we initially had to have tickets for to get in. So treat it like that. Treat it as something special. Treat it as I can get you in. You know, this is a VIP group. I can get you in. Do you want me to send you, send you the invite? And treat it exclusively, because we don't want, you know how hard it is for us to go through and try. I mean, I think we've got almost 1,000 invites right now that they haven't put your name in. I mean, 1,000 people are just sitting there that could be a part of this group, but they didn't answer the question and they're not getting in. And before this thing starts, we're going to go and just wipe all those people out. So make sure your people know that you invited them. Go back in and make sure they joined. Go back in and make sure they put your name in there, and then keep track of who you're inviting and go in and tag them on that post and just say, I'm so glad you're in here. I'm just so excited. And, that kind of thing, because they're going to get all kinds of stuff. All partners have to pay, regardless of your rank, regardless of your status, and you have to register. If you paid, you have to register. Jan called me, and me and her talking, like, I can't believe all these people haven't registered. Jan sends me a message. She says, Melissa got your money. Can you please go register? I forgot to do it. So it's easy to forget. So make sure that you have actually filled out the registration form, because again, surround yourself with organized people and you're going to get all the checks and balances, because Danelle is amazing at this job. So she makes sure that every little I is dotted and every little cent is accounted for. And I love that about her, because she knows, like, she on it. She on top of it. We got the right person for the job, for real.
Well, I do appreciate that shout out, Melissa, but you and Jan and everybody, all the leaders that have been on here have just been amazing and collaborate so well. So it does take a tribe to be able to make an event like this happen. So it's not just a shout out to one individual. It's a shout out to all of these individuals that have really poured their time and energy into this. So thank you so much.
Well, I still stand by what I said about her. But anyways, even if they are already part of the group, they still have to register. They still have to pay. They still have to use the Shift 25 if they've got a $199 order, in order to get in the drawing for the prizes and to get the workbook. Because what we're going to do on August the 31st, we're going to take the registration forms. They're being put into a spreadsheet, and we've got a list, like a column with everybody's email, and that's how they're going to get the workbook. So, and then for the prizes, we are going to use that same registration form in a spreadsheet, and it's going to have all the numbers. And y'all know we draw by random number. So one of us has the random number generator. We press it, and somebody else reads the list to make sure everything's fair. We don't ever want it not to be fair and not to be. So we have a lot of people that are involved in that. From somebody from every team gets involved. So that way we do it live. We make sure it's fair. We make sure it's legit, and nobody has any questions. We don't ever want to be questioned about that.
So no, you guys are in on the drawings. You guys are in on the drawings too. So know that you pay your $15. All of the distributors are in, or partners are in on it too. So
yep.
It's not.
And here's another thing. Yep. And here's one more thing. So we have had this happen a couple of times. We have got people that are putting Shift 25 and their upline has not paid. They will not be in. If they are going to get in free, their upline has to pay. If you are somebody's upline and you are sending somebody a Shift 25 code and a registration form and you haven't paid, they're just going to get deleted. So make sure that you have put your money in, because if you're going to give somebody a code to get something for free, that'd be kind of a hard conversation to tell them why they didn't get the workbook. So I wouldn't want to do that. So make sure that if you're giving that code out and your team's getting involved, that you're involved. Okay, what else? Is there any more questions in the comments? The code to give to your customers that have paid the $199 is Shift 25. And there's a place on the registration form to put that. And let's see, anybody else? Anything else? No other questions, y'all? There's got to be questions. This is a lot. So, and that's another thing. This is a lot of work for 30 days worth of content. So we still have you in your original messenger chats. So if we need something, if we need testimonies, and we are going to, I think we are going to focus on a few testimonies, and we may be asking you to give us a 30 to 60-second video of your weight loss testimony. That plus your business testimony, because I think if we're going to talk about Zingular, we have to talk about the greatest opportunity that's ever come across my lap in my life. I mean, yours too, right? So we want to make sure we talk about the business opportunity as well as everything else. So that is probably something we're going to be trying to get from several of you. So if you are in those messenger chats and we say, hey, we need a testimony, like we probably needed it yesterday because we kind of on a time crunch of things. So whatever the testimony is, and y'all are really good about it, because when we asked for those crowd reels, man, those things were great. And we may even do a couple of those for this because everybody loved them so much. And it's something you can use in your stories, which is what I love about all of them. So when we get them done, we'll drop them in the Telegraph so you all can, and they're short enough to where we try to keep them under 2 minutes so you can use them in your stories. What else? Anybody else got anything? Jan or Danelle or Steph or?
Well, and guys, that is the thing too. Like, we are really trying to make sure that we have things that you guys can use, you know, and that bring value to not only, you know, your customers, but to you and your business, and make this an opportunity for you to help your business grow. And so if you have ideas or you see something that would be really cool, if you would share those with us, because we brainstorm, but sometimes we have brainstormed so much that we run out of ideas, or like Melissa said, we come up with an idea and then we needed it yesterday. And so we start scrambling. But if you think of something, because there's a whole lot of brain power right here, if you guys would share those ideas with us, that would be amazing. And you've seen the topics that we're covering, and we've got some amazing things that are going to be covered all month long. But there's always other little biohacking things that come up. So we would appreciate that, but appreciate all of you sharing your videos and stuff. That's been amazing too. That's very helpful.
Yeah. And if anybody is good at graphics, I mean, we can always use more graphics. Mm-hmm. Anything that comes up, like, would love to have graphics for it, because we're not the greatest. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not. But okay, so anything else before we go to the next thing?
No, I think we're good. And I think we've got all the questions answered. So,
okay. So I don't know if you guys saw the announcement for the call on September 4th, but it says Zingular 2.0 Unleashed, the boldest leap in network marketing history. And this isn't another call. This isn't just another call. This is the call that shifts everything. All I can say is they're not exaggerating. This is not one of those things that is like something's coming, something big's coming, and then there's like a buy one, get one free. This is like mind-blowing, jaw-dropping, unbelievable something that's coming. And I'm going to give you guys, and I've got this in, I've got it in a board, so I will actually put it in. I'll put it in something so you guys can get it. But let me give you a couple of things that you guys can be posting to generate excitement on this. One of them is the next era of biohacking begins September 4th. Be a part of the movement that launches the future of wellness. And then DM me for your exclusive invite to the call. We want every person that you've ever met in your life on this call. Every person who's ever been a part of Zingular on this call, every person you've ever even thought of having on your team on this call. Because when I tell you it's going to change everything, it's going to change everything. Here's another one. This call will redefine what's possible in wellness. What you'll hear has the power to change everything. Message me for details. A new chapter of health and longevity starts here. More energy, more years, more life. It starts now. Secure your spot on this exclusive call. This is my favorite. This is the one that I posted. The biggest shift in biohacking history happens live. You don't just want to hear about it later. I don't think, be in the room. That's not the one I posted, but it was close to that one. But I've got about 10 of them. The future of income belongs to innovators. Wellness is evolving, and those who lead win. And that would be all of you. You do not want to miss what's coming. And I would tell you, in order to get ready, start getting your list, start going back through, start rebuilding those relationships, start getting as many people messaged and touched and all of the things so they see your Facebook page. It says a moment where legacy meets startup, where evolution becomes revolution, where the entire industry will stop and take notice. That puts goosebumps on my arms. I don't know if it does y'all, but it's going to be all a part of this September shift that we're doing too. We're going to be able to incorporate, we've kind of pivoted to make sure that we can incorporate what's coming in with this whole month to where, y'all, I can't even tell you, all I can say is just be thankful that you're here. Be thankful that you're here for it. Be thankful that you stayed for it. Be thankful that all the shiny things that you saw didn't get your attention, and you trusted that the shiny things were gonna come to us. So all I can say is just hang on, put your seatbelt on, and come September 4th, I promise you, you're gonna have to pick your jaw up off the ground, because I still don't think I've got mine off the ground yet, because it's mind-blowing. So I'm really, really excited. I can't wait. I can't wait for this whole thing to start. I can't wait to see what y'all do the rest of this month. So I know exciting things are coming in September, but let's focus on finishing this month like a boss. Let's finish this month, double your points. I don't care where you are right now. With 6 days of a 30% off promo, you can double your points. You can get to any goal that you set for yourself. You never change the goal. You change what you're doing to get there. And you got a 30% off promo that can blow the lid off of it. So start posting, get loud, and make your voice known, because it's your excitement is what's going to drive volume. Your excitement's what's going to bring people in. Your excitement's going to is what's going to make people want to be a part of what you have. So that's what I got for you, Jan. You want to bring her home?
Okay, like Greg said, it's like the Super Bowl, guys. We are heading to it, and we've got the tickets. We're going, and so buckle up, because we're not on the sidelines watching, guys. We are in the game, and it's coming to us, and we have every opportunity to take the ball and run for it. So this is your chance. That's all, I mean, it's there, and we are positioned in a spot to go win it. So
that's it.
What I got.
Me too. Anybody else got anything? Nobody? All right. Well, I finish every Monday night with a declaration, and I'm just going to declare it over all of you. It's Ephesians 3:20, and God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we can think or ask, because we honor him. His blessings are going to chase us down and overtake us. And more than ever before, you are in the right place at the right time. And I declare a boldness to rise up in you. God is going to open supernatural doors. People are going to seek us out, and we are going to rise in the ranks, because we give him the honor and glory for it all. I love y'all so much. We'll see you. We'll see you on the flip side.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Night, y'all.
Good night.